You built something impressive, a career, a title, a reputation. People respect you. Your calendar is full. Your results speak for themselves. And yet, you wake up at 3 a.m. with a racing mind and nothing specific to focus. You sit in meetings that used to energize you and feel absolutely nothing. You cross finish lines that used to matter and wonder why you are not celebrated. You're not depressed. You're not ungrateful. You're not weak. Your nervous system is telling you something your calendar refuses to acknowledge. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what is happening inside your brain when success starts to feel empty. So, what high performance actually costs the brain? Here is what nobody tells high performers like you. Your brain does not distinguish between good stress and bad stress. A promotion, a crisis, a board presentation, a deadline. To your nervous system, they are all the same signal. Threat detected, mobilize, survive. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for creativity, connections, and meanings, partially goes offline every time your stress response fires. And high performers fire it constantly. Here is what that means in real terms. You become incredibly efficient at executing and completely disconnected from why any of it matters. The brain in survival mode is a brilliant machine. It keeps you moving. It keeps you performing. But it cannot feel joy. It cannot access meaning. It cannot answer the question, is this still worth it? This is not a mindset problem. That is biology. So the neuroscience of functional freeze, what it is. There is a state neuroscience called functional freeze. It's not the freeze response you picture. You're not paralyzed. You're not visibly struggling. You're functioning at a high level on the outside, but on the inside, your nervous system has quietly shifted into a kind of protective numbness. It happens when the threat has been present for so long that the brain stops expecting relief. It stops generating the neurochemicals associated with reward, meaning, and connection, because experience has taught it those signals do not come anymore. Dopamine drops, oxytocin flattens. The ventral vagal system that connects you to other people and to a sense of purpose goes quiet. You keep performing, you keep delivering, but the lights inside are dimming. And the terrifying part of all of that, most high performers do not notice until something forces them to stop. A health scare, a relationship breaking, a moment in a parking lot after a meeting where you sit in your car and cannot remember why you drove there. These are some of the real stories from rooms I go to. I work with leaders inside organizations, Fortune 500 executives, senior directors, people who by every external measure are winning. And I hear the same exact thing in different rooms across different industries. A VP of operations told me, I do not recognize myself anymore. I used to love this work. Now I just do it. A director at a healthcare system said, I went on vacation for 2 weeks and felt, I thought something was wrong with me. A senior leader pulled me aside after a workshop and whispered, I have not cried in 3 years. Not once. Is that normal? It's not normal, but it's common. And it's not a character flaw. It's a nervous system that has been in emergency mode for so long that it forgot what safe feels like. That is the word. No performance coaching, not another leadership framework. Nervous system restoration. So the person who built all of this can actually inhabit their own life again. What regulated high performance actually looks like? I want to be clear about something. The goal is not to perform less. The goal is not to slow down or settle. The goal is to perform from a regulated nervous system instead of a survival one. The difference is every. A regulated leader makes decisions from their prefrontal cortex, not their amygdala, not from their threat center. They can sit in a high-stakes conversation and stay present instead of going through the motions. They can feel the satisfaction of results instead of immediately moving to the next. Their teams feel the difference before they can even say a word. Because here is what the research shows. A leader's nervous system state is contagious, literally. Through mirror neurons and co-regulation, your team's biology synchronizes with yours. When you are in functional freeze, your team feels it. They cannot name it, but they feel it. When you are regulated, the whole room shifts. This is not soft science. This is not woo-woo out there. That is polyvagal theory. That is what happens in organizations when you fix the nervous system instead of the strategy. You might ask, what's the next step? If you recognize yourself anywhere in this video, I want you to know something. This is not permanent. The nervous system is plastic. It can learn safety again. It can restore the capacity for meaning, connection, and joy. But it needs the right conditions to do it. If you want to understand what those conditions look like for you specifically, I do a 30-minute leadership clarity call. No pitch, no package, just clarity on what your nervous system actually needs right. The links for my calendar is in the description. And if this video landed for you, please subscribe and share it with someone that needs to hear. Every week, I bring you the neuroscience of what is actually happening inside the brains of the leaders carrying the most weight. Because leaders do not fail. Leadership does not fail. Nervous systems